Hello friends, this is Deepa. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to show you how to make sweet boondis and boondi ladoos at home. So we don't need any introduction for this recipe. So let me show you the ingredient list. You will need 3/4 cup of besan or gram flour, 1/4 cup of water, pinch of salt and pinch of baking soda, 7 to 8 cashews and 7 to 8 almonds, and you could also use raisins. And here I have 1 tablespoon of ghee. And to make sugar syrup you will need 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of water, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and 2 fresh cardamom crushed, and you could also use cardamom powder and oil for frying. First, place a seasoning pan on your stove and add 1 tablespoon of ghee and allow it to melt. Once it is melt, here I have dry nuts like almonds and cashews, which I have cut into a small pieces. So add them into the ghee and fry it for a while in a very low flame till they turns into a nice golden brown, and transfer it into another bowl. Now take a mixing bowl, place your sieve over it and add your gram flour, a pinch of baking soda and a pinch of salt to this, and sieve this flour without any lumps. To this add 1/4 cup of water, and using a whisk or spatula just whisk it to make a nice smooth batter without any lumps. Add water little by little and adjust the consistency of the batter accordingly. Now once you are done with batter, add 1 tablespoon of oil to this. Mix it well and keep this batter rest for at least 10 to 15 minutes. In the meanwhile, we will start making sugar syrup. For that, place a vessel on your stove and add sugar and water into it. Mix it well and allow this sugar syrup to boil for at least 6 to 7 minutes. And after 6 minutes of boiling, you could see that my sugar syrup is boiling well. Now to this add your fresh cardamom, or you could also use cardamom powder. And if you are using 1 cup of sugar, just boiling them for 8 minutes is enough. You don't need to get any thread consistency while making ladoos. So after you added your cardamom, squeeze out the lemon juice to avoid any crystallization and keep it aside. Now to make boondis, a very important thing that you need is this kind of spatula with small holes in it. To check the consistency, just take spoonful of batter and pour it over the ladle, and if it passes through it in a small boondi shapes, then that is the right consistency. And your batter should not be very thick and very thin, so adjust the water accordingly. So now let's begin with making or frying of boondis. So for that, place a kadai and add around 700 ml of oil and let it to get hot. And your oil should not be in very high temperature or low temperature. It should be in a medium temperature, because these boondi ladoos are very small in its size and they tend to get burned easily. So make sure that you are keeping the temperature of your oil in very medium flame. So now place your ladle over the oil and just pour batter, and do like this so that they will pass through the ladle easily. And you could see they are forming into a nice boondi shapes. Once you are done, allow this boondi to fry in this oil for at least 1 minute. You don't want these boondis to turn into any brown color. Just fry them till they are well cooked, and then you can transfer them into your sugar syrup. And you can see these bundis are in nice shapes, and I recommend you to use this kind of big spatula, because once they are fried well, you can take all of them at one time, so that other bundis will not get burnt. So now one batch is completed. I will transfer these strained bundis into the sugar syrup which we prepared already. So here is my sweet bundis which are soaked in sugar syrup for 3 hours. And if you want to serve it as a sweet bundi, just add ghee roasted cashews, almonds and raisins into it, and you could serve this as it is. So our sweet bundi is ready. And if you want to make dumplings out of these bundis, what I usually do is, after you fry them, just put them in a blender and blend it to a coarse bundi, not a fine powder, coarse bundi, and then add them into the sugar syrup, and then you can make a dumplings out of it. So here is my coarse bundi. Now apply some oil to your palm and start making it. And if you are trying to make a dumpling, immediately after you add into a sugar syrup, you will not get a nice dumplings. So to check whether it is ready for making dumpling, just take one bundi, and if you press it, if it is hot, then it is not ready, and if it is soft and it is easily mashed well, then that is the right consistency. Now take small amount of bundis and start making dumplings, and now it will be very easy for you to make dumplings. So make sure you are soaking your bundi in sugar syrup for at least 3 hours to get a nice shape of ladoos. And you can just place a dry nuts over it to give a nice look. And here is my prepared ladoos. So our sweet bundi and bundi ladoos are ready, and I hope I have tried my best to explain you how to make a bundi ladoos at home. Do try this recipe, and feel free to post your comments on this recipe. And if you want more Indian sweet recipes with useful cooking tips and exact measurements, don't forget to subscribe to my channel Deep's Kitchen. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back soon with another interesting video recipe. Till then, it's me Deepa Suresh signing off from Deep's Kitchen. Bye bye.